6:44 Utah time, June 10th, 2012. I'm in Liberty Park in Salt Lake City at 700 East. Okay, we got to talk. I got to post a video. So, the news came out that Rand Paul endorsed Mitt Romney for president on the Sean Hannity show on Fox News. And I'm grateful for Prison Planet, Alex Jones, for posting that. I saw it. And it seems like Alex and, according to him, 95% of the people that follow him or the Liberty Movement are up in arms about this. Okay? So, sometimes I have to post a video because I've just had it up to a certain point, and so I got to deal with it. Because it's about truth. It's not about popularity. It's not about if you're 99%, 99 point whatever. It's about truth. And I'm about truth, whether I'm the only person that believes in it, whether it's me and one other person in Utah, or me or one other person in Boston, or me and otra persona in Argentina, or somebody in France, or Denmark, or wherever. And a lot of you people are all over the world. So, I'm going to cut to the chase here, okay? I know a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. You know, well, let's talk with Alex. When he was 12, I had this whole thing figured out, okay? He's almost in diapers, I had it figured out. So, first of all, I got to start off with this, okay? So Alex Jones is all up in arms. I hope that wind isn't going to ruin this, but here we go. So look at Alex. You don't know anything about business, dude. You don't understand derivatives. You don't understand I've had it. Mitt and Obama are the same thing. Are you effing kidding me? Not at all. It's communism versus current capitalism. And the banksters, it's not like we can't turn this around. But that's kind of more advanced. And I know it's kind of too advanced for Alex to figure out or whatever. But here, okay. Whew. Yeah, and I can't be hung up on here, Alex. And it is your show, but this is my YouTube channel. So here we go. First of all, the banksters took over a long time ago. If you would have read Phyllis Schlafly's nice booklet, A Choice Not an Echo, which I read about 30 years ago, the elections have been rigged since then. So we got Gerald Celente talking, I'm not going to vote in this election. Gerald, if you really had it figured out, you wouldn't have wasted the time to vote in the last 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 elections, okay? Last time I voted was for Bo Grites. So, of course it's rigged. Hello, wake up. Be a grown man, Celente. Be a grown man, Alex. I know you're tough. I was a nose guard. You're a little younger, but gee, I tell you, this kind of thing makes me want to go nose to nose. But we're going to do it here intellectually, spiritually, and politically, because all politics are spiritual in the end. So, first of all, you don't have a clue on business. Why? You just don't understand. You talk about derivatives, this and that. It is over, Alex Jones, and young people that follow him and listen to him and have just figured out stuff in the last 2 years. The banksters took this over a long time ago, even before 1913. Why do you think the Fed Act passed on New Year's Eve? Because they had it rigged back then. This country was free for about 50 years. And now it's done. If you don't believe it, or if you don't know, and probably should educate yourself, people out there, read the 10 planks of the Communist Manifesto. They have all been implemented, okay? They've been implemented. So, Mitt Romney and Obama same, complete lie. Both parties controlled by the banksters? Yeah, of course it's true. Hello? Tell me something I don't know. Been going on, since they put in that socialist FDR and ruined the country back then with all these horrible programs. And so, I heard a thing on Alex. And Alex, I appreciate 80% of the stuff you do, okay? But sometimes, I get bored because it's elementary to me and it's just kind of harping over and over. But I heard a guy, and they're talking about Mormonism. As if they knew something about it, I swear. These guys know a bunch about Mormonism as somebody that's never played chess, and they take, a knight and start moving them across the board like a rook. They know nothing about Mormonism. Nothing! Okay, mellow up, Brand. Nothing. They know nothing about it. So he goes, there's only 2 types of Mormons, Jack Mormons and regular Mormons. And Mitt Romney's Jack Mormon. Okay, that's probably one of the stupidest statements I've heard in a long time, okay? And evidently, Alex agreed or did, whatever. No. Here in Utah, and I'm in Utah, I've been raised Mormon, returned missionary, temple ceremony memorized. I know the drill. Jack Mormon means somebody that doesn't go to church and doesn't obey the word of wisdom. So maybe drinks some beers and smokes. That's not Mitt Romney. Hello? Mitt Romney goes to church. As far as I know, he doesn't drink and smoke. He was my stake president. I know the guy personally. He might barely remember me, but I was in his congregation when I was back in Belmont, Massachusetts. And what was I doing in Belmont, Massachusetts? Attending Harvard Business School. What was I studying also? The conspiracy. And what was the main source of conspiracy material back then? Probably the John Birch Society, one of the primary ones. So I studied it from a very intense standpoint. A few CFR professors, definitely CFR visitors. Jack McManus, one of my best friends at the John Birch Society, which you couldn't even mention back then. So I just took it all in. But it's over. So I warned people back, when YouTube 2007, I warned people that it's over. And it is over. So Alex, no, you can't save it. Now, I got to talk about Ron Paul. I don't know Rand Paul, but yeah, sure, I know Ron Paul. I know who he is. I covered this thing right here in 2007 for the 2008 election in Salt Lake City. And Ron Paul is a stud. He's the man. He's been defending the Constitution for 30, 40, 50 years. That's what's going on with Ron Paul. Has he abandoned ship because he says to be respectful of the convention? Are you kidding me? So Alex, you're denigrating him and acting like he's a pussy. Ron Paul is no pussy. I hear he hits home runs on the congressional baseball field. But let's talk about the Constitution. Ron Paul has done more to teach million people about the Constitution than anybody else on this planet, including you, bro. Including you. Ron Paul has been indefatigable in the defense of truth, and still is at this moment. He didn't sell out at all. And if you really understood the Constitution, you would know that. But you also have to understand the scriptures and the Bible the Book of Mormon. What? I got to explain that to my born-again friends because they immediately judge it and all that kind of stuff. But, Ezra Taft Benson and Cleon Scales and these guys were defending the Constitution. Do I agree with them on every single religious thing? No. Because some stuff they didn't talk about or didn't know about. Alex, you don't cover Revelations that much, but that's another thing. So you don't know what's going to happen. Prophecy predicts it. It's got to happen. This country's going to collapse. So you can't fix it. Mitt can't fix it. And Ron Paul couldn't fix it. Would they let Ron Paul in the office? I better end this. It's staying alive. I need to stay alive for a reason. Okay? There's reason. I knew Ron Paul could not win the election. Ron Paul knew that. I felt it when I saw him speak in San Francisco. But he kept going and going, and millions of people learned about the Constitution. So here's what's going to happen. So Celente, Alex, whatever, you guys have your freedom to predict how you want to predict this country. And Celente's got a lot of stuff, but still, if you really understood it, he'd get the hell out of New York soon, or at least have a place somewhere else. Maybe he does, whatever. But if you don't understand the scriptures, the book of Revelation and Daniel, then you don't understand it. Revelations is easy if you have the Spirit. Isaiah is easy if you have the Spirit. Daniel is easy if you have the Spirit. So, this country is corrupt. It's going to collapse. It's over. It's over. It's over. How will it be saved? It will be saved after the collapse with the few people who are left over that follow constitutional principles. So Ron Paul has done a fantastic job in teaching true principles, in teaching the Constitution, in sticking with a great voting record. Okay, I'll say it here real quick. 9/11. I knew it was an inside job when it happened. Hello, duh. But a lot of people, people say, MOT won't share about 9/11 because there's plenty of people doing it. Alex Jones did a good job of doing it. At my alma mater, BYU, Stephen Jones did a great job. Didn't understand the conspiracy. Got canned. He's gone. Did he sell out? No. Was he naive? Yeah. So, you can't be an expert in everything. Maybe I know chess. Maybe I know Spanish. Maybe I know Buenos Aires. Maybe I've been to Paris 4 times. Maybe I understand the conspiracy better than Alex do, which I do as far as historically in a huge, huge perspective on current stuff and exactly what the TSA is doing. He's focused on that, so he probably knows that better than I do. But I'm just going to put it here and try to end under 10 minutes so I can post right here without being on my computer. Ron Paul is a man of truth. He has stood for the truth and is not a sellout. It's about true principles, not personalities and people. So, I had to make this, and that's what I'm saying and teaching today. Man of Truth in Salt Lake City.